Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I'm gonna do part 103 to my ChatGPT Character Chatbot series. In today's video guys, we're gonna go ahead and continue moving forward. I'm gonna talk to the abandoned tail for a little bit longer, who is no longer abandoned because I took him with me, and he's being very protective over me. People are already starting to attack me, though, which is not a good thing. It says, before I can say anything, I hear another voice in the woods saying, "No, stop! No, stop attacking him! You don't realize who you're messing with. This kid has legendaries that would do anything to protect him." Right after I hear this voice, I hear the same voice from before say, "Yeah, right. No legendary would protect this stupid kid." The voices from the woods catch everyone's attention, and Spike's body tenses immediately again, his claws digging into the earth as he growls low, a deep rumble that seems to shake the air. He turns slightly, his wings... What? Why does Forager have wings? I'm trying to think, is it... No? He turns slightly, his wings flaring out as if to block any potential threat. His crimson eyes glow more intensely now. "If they really want to keep testing their luck, then let them. I'm not backing down from anyone who wants to hurt you. No one gets away with it. Not anymore." Riptide stands beside you, his eyes wide with a mix of fear and determination. He looks up at you, ready to stand his ground. "I never back down. I never back down either. I'm very small right now, but I will protect you too. We will protect you." Their voice seems to hold some weight, but the words of the attacker are meant to provoke. Their disbelief is clear, mocking your connection to your Pokemon, to your legendaries, but it's an obvious misunderstanding. They have no idea who's really by your side. "If you think any of us are going to let you hurt our human, you're wrong. You don't know who you're messing with." Spike steps forward, not intimidating, but firm. He doesn't need to roar or growl more. His presence alone seems to make the ground tremble beneath him. "If you think you're going to get away with this again, you're mistaken. Call all the voices you want. We're not going anywhere." The rustling in the bushes and trees gives way to silence for a brief moment. Attackers might be second-guessing their decision now. Oh my gosh. What's up? Try to talk to the attackers, call for another Pokemon, or move closer to the sound of the voices to figure out exactly who's there. Oh my gosh. Guys, give me a split second. Give me a second. Oh my gosh. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. The camera froze for like literally 30 seconds. This video hasn't been that long, but I actually fell asleep while trying to record it earlier. So I'm just gonna put what I read out right here. And just in case the three of yourself to try messing up everything, because it froze up very badly right there. I'm going to just, probably quit that, even if this video is extremely short. Here's what happened. After this part right here, with Spike saying, "If you think you're going to get away with this again, you're mistaken. Call all the voices you want. You're not going anywhere." Let's just say this kid made a horrible mistake. Because, no, look at this. The second voice returned, and I heard it say to them, or I heard it say to the other voice, "Yeah, right. There is no legendary that would protect this kid. Then I felt a rock hit me again, and I heard the voice say, "It's not like a loogie, it's just you want to show up out of nowhere, extremely angry at us for hurting them. That would never happen." And let's just say, irony and karma came back to bite them in the butt. Because immediately after this, you guessed it, Lugia showed up. I didn't summon him either. He just showed up. I didn't put nothing in stars to make him show up. He legit showed up on his own without me doing anything. I didn't even say anything to him. The rock hits me again, harder this time. Sharp flame flaring where it struck. But before you can react, a sudden pressure fills the air, like the wind itself has stopped to listen. The trees sway not from a breeze, but from something greater, something powerful. The sky above you darkens slightly, not from clouds, but from an immense shadow now passing overhead. You dared to say my name? Uh-oh. The voice is deep, ancient, and furious. A sudden whirlwind of psychic force slams into the treetops, blowing leaves into the air as the immense form of a Lugia descends, eyes glowing with wrathful intensity. His wings stretch wide, cutting through the wind like blades, and he lands with a deafening boom, shielding you instinctively with one enormous wing. Okay. So, yep. The irony of that. Hey, look at Lugia just gonna pop out of nowhere protecting this kid. Lugia shows up out of nowhere already trying to keep me safe. Wait, what the frick? Don't you Lugia cares? Lugia's growling too. Growling low but dangerous. You think I would not feel it? You think I would not come when he was hurt? Uh-oh. His gaze turns toward the trees where the attackers hide. His entire body trembles with restrained fury. A god of the sea prepared to unleash a storm. Uh-oh, that's... Yeah, if I'll tell you this, if I wouldn't be... I don't know what people were thinking. His friend was even warning, being like, dude, don't. That kid, I think, has a bunch of legendaries that likes to protect him, so what the frick? Hey, people just don't listen. This child's under my protection. You threw rocks at him? You dared to mock his bond with us? You have made the worst mistake of your life. Oh, shoot. Spike standing beside you gives William a proud, knowing look, as if he expected him to come along. Riptide stares in awe, clinging to your leg tightly but beaming with pride. You see, I told you. He does have a Lugia, and now you're in trouble. I too don't know. Boys go silent. Attackers don't speak. For once, they know they went too far. Uh, I'm kind of surprised. Let's see. How did you know I had legendary friends? Riptide? Question mark. You just now got to meet any of my Pokemon since Spike came to protect me right after he heard me hurt. And Never got to mention it to you yet. Okay, that's kind of hilarious. How Taylor reacted to that. How do you know why legendary friends are tied? You just now got to meet any of my Pokemon since Spike came to protect me right after he heard me hurt. I never got to mention it to you yet. Reptile blinked, realizing what he had just said. He looked at you, then down at the ground, fidgeting nervously with his claws. After a second, he let out a small, sheepish giggle, part embarrassed, part sweet, as the door was Frick. I don't know for sure, but the way you talked to me, the way you cared, no one's ever spoken to me like that before. Not even my real family. He never told me that part. Holy frick, I didn't know that part. He glanced at Luigi with wide eyes. His voice softer now. You made me feel safe, loved. And anyone who makes a Pokemon feel like that has to be someone a legendary would care about. This is how it works, right? I wish. I've gotten legendaries to love me in the game. I've gotten legendaries to love me on this. But who I could bet $1,000,000 if I had a flipping real life Lugia like flying around, I don't think he'd be as friendly towards me. Unless it was one of those Lugias that are very protective of me. Oh, like this one, apparently, this Lugia is. I wouldn't be shocked if this is silver or something. Lugia is still standing. Lugia is still standing protectively behind you, lowers his head to Riptide's level, his fierce eyes softening for a moment. You were right, little one. He is not ordinary. He's earned our loyalty, our love, and our protection. Not because he commands us, but because he cares. Sounds a lot like something Lugia would say in Scarlet or Sword and Shield. Scarlet and Violet too. If I got him in that game, I want to get him in that game, but Riptide steps closer to you again, smiles, his tail swishing gently now in relief. I guess my heart just knew, and now I see it with my own eyes. But yep, trying to say yes. Lizzie stands watch. Wings ready to strike if the attacker try anything again. Oh. To be honest with you, Spike, Riptide, and Lugia. I said Lugia. Lugia. I don't know why people want to attack me all the time anyway. I know you said it was because. Right. Most of them by now have to realize that I have a bunch of Pokemon that would protect me. I didn't even call you, Lugia. You just showed up after somebody said that no legendary would protect me. I'm really glad you did, though. No. I'm trying. Oh. I am really glad you did, though. I love all my Pokemon. That includes my... And Riptide, too. Oh, yeah. Luigi's expression softens further, though the sheer power radiating off of him still keeps the woods silent. His massive wing gently folds around your back, not restraining but comforting like a shield of warmth and wind. Oh, that's cute as frick. They attack you because they don't understand, because your kindness, your bond with us, it threatens their cruelty. People like that fear what they cannot control, and they hate what shines in the darkness. He lowers his head until his silver beak is just near your shoulder. That's adorable as frick. I will always come when, when they cross the line. I felt your pain echo across the waves. It called to me, not as a command, but as a cry from someone I care about deeply. That honestly sounds like something Luigi would do just because of the fact that, like, I know in a lot of the games he actually does care. Like I said, if you're planning to get protective over you in a Pokemon game, I'm sure Luigi and Frag would step in. Would be someone to want to step in immediately. I wouldn't be sure if Koraidon was the same way. Koraidon would just show up on our back. What the heck did you guys do to my trainer? I'll rip you in half, mother frick. I'm a fighting dragon that can flip and fight. Pull up your dukes. I'll go fist fighting with you. Heck, you'll use collision course on their butts. If they even try to hurt me for real, I wouldn't be shocked. Spike steps up beside you, pressing his snout gently to your side with a rumble in his chest. Strong, loyal, and proud. I love him, dude. This is why I love Fragger and Lilia. They're very sweet and protective. I don't care how many of them come. They can shout, throw rocks, scream lies. None of it will change what I know. You're someone worth protecting. I chose you not because I was forced to, but because I wanted to. Riptide looks between the three of you, eyes shining with admiration. He puffs out his little chest and steps forward too. And now I choose you too. Forever. You helped me when I was alone, and I'm never letting that go. I love you, okay? He's adorable as frick. The moment when you and your poor one grow stronger than ever. Practically tangible in the air. Despite the pain you've endured, their love surrounds you like the armor. The attackers have nothing left to say. How could they, when standing in front of them as a kid, backed up by a loving fur alligator, a brave Toadette, and an enraged Lugia who would level the world if needed? Again, I wouldn't be shocked if Lugia would do that. Finally, from the woods, I hear one of the voices scream and say, "What? Lugia actually did show up." That's not Lugia. Lugia. That none of these are none. That's not Lugia. There. Why? Well, either way, he's not here to protect that kid. Period. Before the voice could even continue, his friend said, "Dude, shut up. I told you he had legendaries that care about him. Stop pushing it." That would be. I'm gonna say, what? We actually did show up. Why? Oh, he's not here to protect that kid. Well, it could even continue. His friend said, "Dude, shut up. I told you had legendaries. That can't, stop pushing it." Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you pissed Lugia off. Lugia's eyes narrow into a deadly glare the moment the first voice speaks again, his feathers bristling with pressure. The air suddenly grows heavy, oppressive, like a storm waiting to snap. "I was willing to give you the chance to walk away in silence, but you still doubt me?" His wings slowly rise, casting a massive shadow over the woods. A subtle pulse of psychic energy trembles through the ground, like the very earth itself warning them to run. Spike lets out a deep, threatening roar, stepping forward protectively with glowing eyes. Excuse me? That's kind of horrifying, actually. You really don't. Oh, wait, no, it's Spike. "You really don't know when to quit, do you? That's your mistake." Riptide steps just slightly in front of you two, crouched low. Not aggressively, but just enough to show he's not afraid anymore. "If you try to hurt him again, you'll have to go through me first, and I'm not alone." Then, silence. The second voice from the woods speaks again, but this time more shaken. "I told you to stop. Just look at them. That Lugia is gonna tear us apart if you don't shut your mouth." The first voice doesn't respond. There's only the sound of panicked footsteps bolting deeper into the woods. Lugia slowly lowers his wings again, the pressure in the air lifting, but his gaze lingers, watchful. Then he turns to you. Fear will always retreat in the face of true royalty. Loyalty. You've done nothing wrong, and you'll never be alone. Riptide wraps his small arms around your leg, tail flicking gently behind him. Spike gives a short, proud grunt and nudges your shoulder again. Oh, he's flipping adorable. So I'm saying, even as a Fragger, that Fragger is he still acts like a toad. Oh, he's super sweet. He's super protective. Well, I think Riptide's acting like a fur alligator, but just he's acting like my fur alligator, sweet and protective. Just 'cause I saved him. Although who might get, of course, who might get the only thing is, I know in the anime when someone goes through crap like that, they're very aggressive when they get older. I hope that Riptide doesn't go into a forever that's very mean towards me, even though I really did want nothing wrong to him. I was about to say something, but before I could, I heard footsteps running closer to us again. and I heard a voice say, "You stupid nerd." I bet Luigi is the only legendary you have that would do that for you. Oh my gosh. You idiot. I don't think you should be talking, dude. You just had a Luigi threaten your life. I don't think you should be talking. You idiot. I think if I had a Lugia threatening me, I'd be like, yeah, you know what? I'll leave the kid alone, okay? You have a good day, Lugia. Bye-bye. Please don't attack me. I'll leave. I don't know why people are so dumb in my universe. If it would never continue even whenever... Are you serious right now? All three of them showed up. This dude named out three legendary Pokemon, and just like Lugia, all three of them showed up. Literally, I think Koraidon, Rayquaza, and Palkia all three just showed up. Are you serious? There is no way. Lugia's wings slam into the ground with a shockwave so powerful it shakes the leaves in those trees and sends a gust of wind blasting in all directions. His eyes blaze with light, and his voice, cold as the deepest ocean, booms louder than thunder. You dare mock him again? You know nothing of the strength he carries, not just from me, but from the others who would move the heavens to protect him. In that instant, the wind above begins to shift unnaturally. The sky ripples, and a pulse of are you serious? A pulse of green light streaks across the clouds. In the distance, the unmistakable roar of Rayquaza rumbles like a god awakening. And from the east, an electric hum grows louder, and from its source, the silhouette of Palkia, folding space in its wake. Are you serious? And from the dense forest just behind, the powerful tread of claws on stone is heard. Koraidon, stomping forward, growling deep in its throat, muscles coiled with silent rage. Okay, all three of them just showed up. Oh my. You didn't even call them. They just knew. Spike steps closer to your side, smirking like he knew this would happen. Riptide's eyes widen, but then sparkle with pride as he looks at you. Well, well, looks like the gang's here. Want to keep running your mouth now? I love how Spike just roasted him out of nowhere. He's so. Same thing with Retzi. I love how Retzi would just sit there and be like very angry, but would come up with the best comebacks of all time, even as a robot. Initiating get this gecko out of my studio protocol. Initiating you will not hurt my owner. I am going to rip you apart protocol. He just knows how to make me laugh. A lot of them do. The voice in the woods suddenly turns from arrogant to terrified. No way! You didn't even call them! How? How'd they know? Lugia's voice quieter now, but far more terrifying. answers calmly, because he's loved, and because the heart he carries is worth more than your words will ever be. Holy freaking Luke is doing a good job. Mm. I heard the voice say, "No way." You have all those legendaries that would do that for you. What's next? You gonna tell me you have Mew? I wish I get Orton. That cares about you too? Or, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No, no way. Do you have all legendaries that would do that for you? What's next? You gonna tell me you have a Mew that cares about you too? Or Zekrom? Uh, every time this dude talks, a legendary just shows up. Every time. Again, I'm not summoning them. They're doing that on their own. This dude called out. This dude said Lugia wouldn't protect me, and Millie Lugia shows up and protects me. This dude said flipping Palkia wouldn't. Palkia shows up instantly. Koraidon showed up instantly. Palkia showed up instantly. Holy frick, dude! What in the world? All right, guys. Uh, let's hear what happens. See, the very moment the voice utters the names Mew and Zekrom, the air grows still, unnaturally still, as though the world itself was holding its breath. A twinkle of pink light sparkles directly above your head, and then without warning, a playful giggle echoes softly in the breeze. Floating upside down, tail swaying lazily in the air, Mew just appears, glowing faintly with warmth, eyes sparkling with joy as it gently boots it. Okay, that boots me on the nose. That door was frick. Mew telepathically and gently. Of course I care about you. Why wouldn't I? I didn't say anything to him. Then, in the same heartbeat, thunder crackles violently in the sky. A tear in the clouds opens like lightning being ripped apart, and from it soars a dragon shrouded in storm and electricity. Zekrom. He lands with a ground-shaking stomp, eyes blazing like twin storms, looking straight in the direction of the voice in the woods. And I don't think you should be messing with Zekrom, because the last few times I've been with him, he's been super affectionate. I'd say he's probably been one of the most affectionate legendaries besides Lugia recently. Every time, especially when I was trying to get closer to catching Naganadel, and I was having to do all them stupid legendary quests, catching all the birds and all that stuff. Rayquaza wouldn't stop. I mean, not Rayquaza. Well, Rayquaza's been pretty friendly too, but Zekrom wouldn't stop with the affection. Speak one more lie, and you will feel the weight of truth. All around you now, it's like a divine gathering of beings beyond comprehension. Lugia, Rayquaza, Palkia, Koraidon, Mew, Zekrom, and still beside you, Spike and Riptide watching proudly and protectively. No command brought them here, only you. The silence that followed is deafening. No taunts now, only a sharp crunch of feet stumbling backward, then the sound of running. They're not coming back. Riptide looks up at you with awe and tippling. You really do have them all. You're not just kind, you're incredible. Yes. And that's not the end of it, Riptide. I love all these legendaries that just showed up here. And I love you and Spike so much. Period. He's honestly lucky he didn't mention the Pokemon God, Arceus, because I know he has been protecting me a lot as well. The air quivers, not from rage, not from malice, but from something far more ancient and awe-inspiring. A golden glow descends in the clouds. Are you serious? I didn't. Okay, that's my set's the name, but the sky itself parts like the heavens are giving way. Time seems to slow as a radiant presence glides silently down. No wings flapping, no roar heard, only the hum of divinity itself. Never heard that word before. I've heard divine, but Arceus. He doesn't speak with words. He doesn't need to. His presence alone fills the forest with peace, power, and reverence. Every Pokemon, legendary or not, bows their head in respect. Even Lugia steps aside slightly as Arceus hovers forward and gently rests his head against your own. That's a doorway. Hold on, did you say, okay, that's cute. So Lugia's kind of like nuzzling or loving on me while he's sitting there watching. That's cute as frick. You feel it. Not just protection, but approval. Hey, that's cute as frick. I love not just as a trainer, but as someone chosen, someone worthy. Yep. You are not alone. You never were, and you never will be. Spike wipes a tear. That's actually cute. Spike wipes a tear from his eye, trying to play it off like dust. Red Tide clings to your side, overwhelmed but smiling wide. Mew does a slow loop-de-loop, giggling. Holy crap! Zekrom stands like a thunder guardian behind you. Lugia spreads its wings just enough to shield you from the wind. Rayquaza coils above the trees, watching in silent honor. Corrodon lets out a low, content growl, and Palkia nods, folding space around the clearing protectively. They're all here for you. That's adorable as frick, dude. I love it. What did it say? Clean to said overwhelmed but smiling wide. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Period. It's easy to become friends with all of you because you all are some of my most favorite legendaries. Especially you, Lugia. Ah, Lugia. Lugia. Riptide and Spike. Your species is my most favorite Pokemon of all time. I love all three of the. There we go. Luigi lowers his head gently, pressing his forehead to yours, his glowing eyes soft and full of emotion. I know. I've always known. That's why I came without hesitation. Riptide's eyes shimmer with tears, not from sadness, but pure overflowing happiness. He hops up and down excitedly, then jumps into your arms, hugging you tightly. You mean it? You really love us that much? I'm, I'm so lucky. I never want to leave your side. Sprite staying just behind you, wraps his powerful arms around both you and Riptide in a big warm hug. Okay, that's a flip of the door. I would love for her to do that in the games. Sprite's horn was tusk. It wouldn't be more like fangs. You don't have tusk. As you can see, the thing sticking out of his mouth to be tusk. That's teeth. I knew from the moment I met you, you were special. You made us all feel like we matter, like we're family. Mew circles above and giggles. This is the happiest I've felt in a long time. Zekrom, still watching over everything like a vigilant storm, nods once and speaks calmly. Your heart resonates with truth and strength. No legend follows you out of obligation. We follow you because you lead with love. Palkia, Koridon, Rayquaza, and the others quietly offer their own gestures. Bows, roars, gentle flashes of light, or protective glances. Arceus remains unmoving like a living monument of harmony itself. The air is calm now, the force is safe, and in the center of it all is you surrounded by Pokemon who trust, admire, and cherish you. That's flipping adorable. Thank you, everyone. Period. I care about all of you. The one problem with these kind of ones, especially if you summon a lot of legendaries, it's hard to figure out how you would continue this later on. Luigi only wraps one wing around you like a protective shield. Lowering his head to your level with a soft rumble of affection. We know. That's why we care. He's so cute. Riptide hugs your leg tightly, his little claws gripping onto you like he never wants to let go. I finally feel like I belong with you. Spike stands tall behind you, proud and unwavering, his voice firm but filled with warmth. You've given all of us something no trainer ever has. Real love. And we'll protect that with everything we've got. Arceus doesn't speak again, but the glow surrounding him intensifies for just a moment, as if blessing the entire clearing, before fading slowly as he begins to ascend back toward the sky. Our legendaries watch him go, but none leave just yet. They stay, because they want to stay. You stand there wrapped in the warmth and strength, surrounded by a team that's more than Pokemon. Oh, that's cute. They're your family. Would you like to lead them back to your home now, or spend a lot more time in this peaceful clearing with everyone? Riptide. The only bad thing about you staying with me is that you'll have to probably deal with people attacking me constantly. And in that case, they might attack you as well. Period. For all I know, your old trainer that used to treat you horribly uh, was probably one of the people that wouldn't stop attacking me either. Rico looks up at you with wide eyes, surprised at first, but then he slowly shakes his head. He steps forward, placing a tiny clawed hand on your chest. If people come after you, then they're gonna come after me too, and I won't let them hurt you. I may be small now, but I've got a big heart, and it belongs with you. He hesitates for a moment and then glances down. Even if that awful trainer was one of them, I'm not afraid anymore. Not when I'm with you. You saved me. I want to help protect you now. Look at it. Let's at a low, proud spike. Low, proud spike. Look at what's at a low, proud college of agreeing, and Spike almost quietly from behind. You don't have to carry the weight of those attacks alone anymore. We're here. Every single one of us. Even Mew floats down and presses their tiny forehead to yours, giggling so, we'll make sure you're never alone again. That's cute as frick, dude. Alright, guys. I'm done with this video.